The most crucial part of the basketball season has already started for local men's teams with conference games the rest of the way. However, Muhlenberg, Moravian, and DeSales feel confident that they have the talent to make it to the postseason, and although there's still always room for improvement, they're satisfied where they are now. Erica Rose has more.
The second of 3 Lehigh Valley Small College luncheons was held Tuesday afternoon, giving teams the chance to reflect on the first half of their season and focus on what's left in conference play. The DeSales men's team got off to a slow start, but have won 4 straight, showing positive signs for the rest of the way.
We start to really come together. We're now 8-6, so we've been playing some good basketball. We're getting into a little bit of a rhythm where we have our rotation down, and our kids are starting to understand their roles and play their roles pretty well.
I feel good about our team right now. We won our last 2 conference games, and it just feels a lot better. Like in the beginning of the year, we weren't clicking, but it seems like our team chemistry is coming together finally, and it just feels good playing out there now.
I'm happy that our team has rebounded from our slow start. I'm happy our team has gotten better. I'm happy that the kids are really learning and improving, and we just hope that continues, because for us to be successful, we need to continue to get better. And I think our kids have that motivation. They really want to try to do well, so we'll see what happens.
Muhlenberg, on the other hand, is off to a great start, and at one point was 9-2, its best start in 64 years. But now it's all about conference play, where they have to continue to improve and at the same time quickly gain experience.
The experience is coming very fast. It's just, you know, experience will give you the exam first and the lesson second. So sometimes those lessons are tough lessons. The previous week we lost 2 in a row, and that was tough, and that divided us a little bit, and that really challenged those young guys on how to handle that. But we bounced back, had a great win on Saturday against Gettysburg, played much better in the areas that we focused on, and that's what we have to continue to do.
We have so much talent on our team, following our senior Spencer Liddick, who's an All-American. We have a bunch of great freshmen and sophomores. Our whole team has a lot of talent. So I think we just started hot, winning games on our talent, and then we had a couple tough losses, but I think that just came with being young. And then more recently, we learned to play as a team more, and we're working hard and changing things up, and we're doing well.
I don't think there's a whole lot of difference between everyone else in the league right now, and we're all trying to fight a little bit to separate ourselves. I think our talent level gives us a chance to do that, but we're going to have to learn to play more consistent basketball.
Moravian ended last season at 3-11 in the conference, but currently they sit at 3-2, having won 5 of their last 7. But now comes the hard part, as they are on the road for 6 of their last 9 games. But on a positive note, they have the experience, which is something they lacked last year.
The difference last year compared to this year is that we had a lot of new guys with Garrett Johnson, DJ Strayhorn, and they're a whole new year. So we're more of a squad. We know each other better, we play with each other better, and I think that extra year of being together really helps us.
3-11 looks bad, and so everybody picked us to be last in the league. But I had a confidence going into the season that we had enough good players, and thinking back on last season, we lost a lot of close games too, and we were not able to just quite get over the hump each time that we were playing pretty well. There were times we played well. The other thing was that last year we didn't have a lot of depth, and we didn't lose anybody, and we added some new players, so it's given us some depth this year.
The athletes that attended today's small college luncheon weren't just here to be recognized for what they do on the court, but for their accomplishments off the court as well, making them a true scholar athlete. On the scene at Starters Pub, America Rose, 2 Sports.
Under the ladies' part of today's luncheon, all 7 teams represented, with student athletes not only accomplishing things on the court, but as Erica says, more importantly, off the hardwood. Regina Potocny looks at the second half of conference play and what it will take for our local teams to possibly make it to the postseason.
The seniors on the Muhlenberg women's basketball team are not used to losing, only being defeated 18 times throughout their careers. Starting the season off 12-0 was huge, but after dropping 2 in a row, the Lady Mules are looking to stay positive and get refocused.
Always tough in the middle of the season. You know, these are the days you have to sort of grind them out. The excitement of the season is sort of passed over a little bit at the start of it, but you don't see the finish line of the championship yet. Every team goes through this, and hopefully this will make us a better team.
We haven't been too good at opening games in the past few, so we need to get better in that. And then just going down the stretch, execution on offense, rebounding was definitely down last night. And hopefully we get to the situations where now we know we can be behind, we know how to come from behind to win the game like we did at F&M. So if it happens again, we'll be prepared for it, unlike we were last night.
We've been such a good offensive team all year, as high as #2 in the country in scoring, that it's come pretty easily for us. Now we struggled through a few poor shooting games, and our execution has to get better, maybe to get a few better shots and be open a little bit more. And some of it's just, hey, that's part of the game, and not try to make too many adjustments and overreact to anything.
Moravian women are 10-6 and 3rd in the Landmark Conference, wishing they had the Catholic game back. On the road the next 2 weekends, the Lady Greyhounds are anxious to see what they're made of.
First of all, we have to do a better job defensively, and we got to get more scoring from different people. We're relying a lot on Allie Blair, and we have to do a better job from the guard position to ease some pressure off of her.
We're at a pretty good point. We had a 6-game winning streak going into break. We came back at a little bit of a lower level than we left, but I think we're getting back to where we were. We have like 4 big road games coming up away at Juniata, Susquehanna, Catholic, and Goucher. So we're excited for those, especially Juniata as the defending champions, and then Catholic, we get to come back and take a second shot at them. So we're excited for the upcoming game.
The DeSales women are standing at 8-7 right now, but more importantly, they're 3-1 in the Freedom Conference. As they go into the second half of this season, they really want to get to the point where they can earn their 5th consecutive conference title.
Have to become more consistent. Last Wednesday was probably one of the poorest games we've played in a long time. I'm talking years. And then we came back and won at the buzzer on Saturday and seemed to rejuvenate our passion and our confidence in each other. So this week will be, we're hoping, upward and onward.
We're just finally coming together because we've had to deal with some injuries and stuff, so we had different people trying to fit in, trying to find their way in, and I think that we finally got the chemistry that we need on the court, and I believe we're just going to keep going up from there.
With the teams that we have coming up, the fact that Misericordia and Eastern are both 3-1 in the league, as we are, this is going to be a heck of a week for all 3 of the teams.
Former Bethlehem Catholic player Andrea Veras is now in her sophomore year at 6-8 East Stroudsburg University and are wanting to improve on their 3-7 PSAC record.
We're doing pretty well right now, a lot better than we were last year, and you know, we had a big upset against Kutztown. We got a win against Kutztown, so that was big for us, and you know, we're having positive steps forward, and we just really want to build on that and, you know, continue the season on a good path.
With the second of 3 Lehigh Valley Small College basketball luncheons, Regina Potocny, 2 Sports.
Well, you heard from a good number of them. Here are the Lehigh Valley Small College basketball scholar athletes, starting with the ladies. Sarah Del Casale from Delaware Valley, Avery Hutchin from Kutztown, Katie Racino from Muhlenberg, Andrea Veras from East Stroudsburg by way of Bethlehem Catholic High School, Colleen Gavin of DeSales, a Quakertown graduate, Katie O'Rourke representing Moravia, and Lizzie Sunderhouse from Cedar Crest. Congratulations, ladies. Looking over onto the men now, Nathan Bollinger of Delaware Valley, Austin Curry representing Muhlenberg, Brent Moyer of DeSales, Dan Clapp of East Stroudsburg, Nate Edwards of Kutztown, and Mike Weinert by way of Parkland High School representing the Moravian Greyhounds. So youngsters getting it done both in and off, on and off the playing fields in the classroom as well. We congratulate them all and salute them all.